Hi guys, welcome back to Manga Reviews. Today we're starting a new series, which has only just arrived today, so I'm really excited to get this out. We're looking at Black Bullet, issue number 1. An amazing anime series, and I will admit I watched the anime before the manga, but I bought the manga because it was only the first issue out. The second issue out is coming out in December, that's on pre-order. As soon as that comes out it will be here and we will be reviewing it the day that it comes out, hopefully. If it comes out the day that I've got a day off. But anyways, today we're going to be looking at the story, the art, the presentation, and the enjoyment factor again. So we'll jump straight in at the story. Black Bullet takes part, or the setting is a post-apocalyptic world. Basically, it follows a world where this virus, they're called the Gastria virus, has infected hundreds of thousands of people. And it rewrites DNA, it rewrites living organisms' DNA to be these monsters and big things that, you know, turn people into all sorts. And the idea is once you're 50% infected of this DNA, you get turned into whatever it is that bit you. It can only be transmitted through bodily fluids, however, so it's only transmitted by blood. So, you know, it's either got to be injected, you've got to be bitten, you've got to somehow mix blood with it, that sort of stuff. A little strange, but then again, it is interesting to read. So it follows the story of Rentaro, who is a civ-tech officer. Now they have these new people in Black Bullet called civ-techs who go around and they defeat these Gastrayas that happen to get into human areas. And the human areas are protected by these giant metal monoliths with this special, I think it's a metal or stone or something, which repels these Gastraya because of the magnetic field, which is awesome. But alongside me has a partner called Anju, or Enju, or however you want to pronounce her name. But she is, she's a cursed child. And you get these cursed children who are, when a woman is pregnant and they somehow contract the Gastraya virus through their mouth, it all stored in the baby in the womb. And then they're born a cursed child with red eyes, and they've got superhuman abilities, like ability to heal, and they're really, really strong. And they're all born girls, because Japan. So these girls team up with the people like Rentaro, who is this kind of civ-tech guy and they're a partner, and he's like her manager. He keeps her under control, and he makes sure that she's all safe and that. And they go around and they kill Gastraya, and they keep people safe. But they work kind of with the police, but they kind of don't. Like, the police don't like the fact that these civ-tech people are always stealing their job. It's kind of annoying them. However, they have to get paid, and there's like all different companies, and it's all kind of strange. But anyways, it follows the daily lives of Enju and Rentaro as in the first chapter they beat up a Gastraya from a guy that's been infected by it, and they meet this guy with a man with a mask, and I'm not going to go into much detail, but he's also after this Gastraya, and he's a bit like a vigilante. He's not got much to say. He's just kind of he kills 2 police officers because they got in his way. He's a little bit of a psychopath, really. But that's the first time that we see him in this manga, and we don't see him for the rest of the manga. But after beating up this big, massive, bloody spider thing, which fires its webs and stuff, Rentaro finds out that the Gastraya virus is much more advanced than what we know it as from this professor who's kind of in charge of the Gastraya research team in Tokyo. Of course, it's set in the Tokyo district. And he finds out that Gastraya doesn't just mutate the DNA, but it also changes everything about anything. Like, for example, the Gastraya they go in at is a spider, but if it was blown up to the size that it is, like human size, it wouldn't be able to support its own weight due to the strength of its legs and muscles with gravity, which is just normal physics. However, the Gastraya virus amplifies that, so it changes the muscle structure, it changes the entire organism so that it can be that big. So that's why we have these massive bugs which would realistically never ever get that size, because it would never work. You know, they'd collapse under their own weight and they'd die. But the Gastraya virus is a strange virus which does this. As for cursed children, we also learn that they will never change shape, they'll never become a Gastrea unless the toxin in their body becomes up to 50% in their blood, which is scary because they were born with that blood. They were born with Gastrea blood because of the virus getting into them when they were in the mother's womb, and most of them were cast aside or killed or even drowned in rivers when they were babies, or most women would give birth to them near a river and drown them, which was horrible. But a few survived, and then they get teamed up with a promoter, which is what Rentaro is, in order to basically be civilian security, and any Gastrea cases that come up or any that get through these monoliths and the magnetic field, they deal with them because it's too dangerous. And Rentaro also has a gun, and he fires these special black bullets, and they're made of something called uranium. And this uranium is the metal that the monoliths are made out of and all that lot. It's a very special metal, you know. It's the one that keeps Gastrea back. It's actually a made up metal, I do believe. And these are the only bullets that can affect Gastrea and hurt them. And everyone has different things, like some people have swords made out of uranium, some people have arrows made out of uranium, but he chose bullets and a normal gun, which is effective because you can take down Gastrea with them. So that's roughly how the story starts. I'm not going into much detail, I'm not going to go explain what every single chapter happens, but basically what happens is this Gastrea comes through and they're on the scene, and they mess it up a little bit in one case. It's rather quite funny. There's a little bit of comedy value in here, but it was a very good story, and I'm looking forward to issue 2 to see how the story develops, because they all get called to a meeting at the very end because something big is about to happen, but I'm not quite sure what's going to happen next with the manga. So we'll move on to the art, and the one thing I've got to say is that I wasn't expecting much from Black Bullet art, because the anime is really good. Like, the anime's only just come out this year, and so has the manga in English has only just come out this year, so it's having a massive release. But when I opened it, I will say I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed at the artwork, especially the amount of detail in there. I mean, I've seen several, you know, I've got several mangas behind me that I've sat and I've read, and there's several up there that might be shown, classed as shonen, you know, Soul Eater and all that lot. And I've seen a lot of action scenes, and I've seen action scenes done really nicely, and I've seen action scenes done really crap. However, Black Bullet just seems to just take the action scenes, and it just makes them amazing. I mean, some of the art in here is really nice to see. The characters are very well drawn, very well detailed, and it's hard to explain about the art. The art's just really good, and I did enjoy it. I did enjoy seeing the artwork, and I enjoyed looking at the pictures, the amount of detail and effort that's gone in. And considering that the art is done by someone else who hasn't done the character design, because the art is done by Morino Hon or something, I can't really pronounce that name, but the character design is by Saki Yukai. So the characters were designed by someone else, but someone else is drawing them, and that you don't often see that. That's an unusual combination, but it's what you do get from a manga which has been adapted from a light novel, because Black Bullet was originally light novels. So the art is different, and it's nice to see, and there is a very unique style to it, and the artist has done an amazing job with the characters, an amazing job with the scenes and all the, well, you know what I mean, with all the pictures and all that lot. The art's amazing. I'm not going to complain. The art in here is really good, and I'm really impressed. Because there is some light novel adaptations that you get in mangas which the art isn't as good because there's not as much detail, but the artist has put a lot of detail into this. As for the presentation, well, as you would expect from Yen Press, you've got a very nice looking front cover on the front here, with a very colourful catching front cover with all the main characters on. You've got Anju and Rentaro, and you've got the head of the Tokyo area, and this other dude who we've only just been introduced. He's got a big massive sword, and he seems to be a bad guy, and it's really good. We've got an action shot on there, and it's really nice. The back cover as well, also very nice by Yen Press. We've got the picture of the cursed children down the bottom down here, nice to see, and the monoliths, they're kind of in a distance, and they're in like what looks like a slum area of Tokyo, like a rundown area, and it's very nicely done. The artwork and presentation is done nicely, and once again, strong bounded, nice glossy front cover from Yen Press, which is always nice. You've got to keep your manga nice. She's rated as a teen, is this book. This book is rated a teen. So it is appropriate for teenagers. I thought it would be older than that, the amount of fighting, blood and gore in it, but clearly not to Yen Press, it's teen. And of course we go back onto the enjoyment factor, and I must admit I did absolutely love reading this. It arrived through the door this morning and I picked it up, and as soon as I opened the envelope and I found out it was Black Bullet #1, I instantly started reading it. I didn't even wait to check that any other post had come through, you know. I instantly picked it up and started reading. So I'll give Black Bullet, and because I did enjoy reading it, I did enjoy the artwork, and I'm going to give Black Bullet UK Manga Reviews first 5 stars for enjoyment and overall, because this is an amazing piece of manga and it's brand new. It's just come out this year. Issue 2 has already been pre-ordered and it's on the way, so well done. You've got our first 5 stars of UK Manga Reviews Black Bullet, and I'm looking forward to getting the second one here and getting that reading. And then I don't know how many more mangas there's. I think there's 4 at the minute in Japanese, so we've got another 2 coming out. So I'm looking forward to them coming out, looking forward to getting them on these shelves behind me and getting Black Bullet done. So thank you for joining us, but once again, as usual, check out the Facebook page if you haven't already, because everything that we get in goes on the Facebook page. Every manga that comes through my door, I go on the Facebook page and say, look, we've got this thing, are you excited? You can comment, you can let us know what you want to see. I'm pretty sure if we give some recommendations, it will get us more motivated to go out and buy more manga. And yeah, check out our YouTube channel, check out the other videos. We've got a Magical Index Volume 3 coming up shortly. And we've also got I Can Make It Kill coming up, and The Devil is a Part-Timer coming up. So check them out when they come out. And check out our Assassination Classroom series, because Assassination Classroom Volume 6 has arrived, and that will be also coming out shortly as well. Remember to subscribe and like the video, and just let us know how you like us and see how we go. And thanks for joining us, guys. And once again, this has been Will, and this is Black Bullet. Highly recommend you pick this up if you see it. If not, it is available online to buy, like Amazon and eBay and all that sort of places. If you're a big anime manga fan, get onto this series. I reckon you'll enjoy it. Top recommendations from UK Manga Reviews. See you later, guys.